Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, welcome back to my channel, and we are here with the next how to play ship video, Azuma. My nemesis. I do not like this ship. I like Yoshino and I don't like Azuma. It sounds pretty contradictory because you would think it's pretty much the same ship, right? Just a tier higher, a bit better. But there is a big difference, and this is why I hate Azuma with a passion. This entire section in the middle is 30 millimeters on Yoshino. That means you will be able to bow tank for 6mm guns. Azuma, on the other hand, has 27 everywhere in the middle. That means the only thing you can tank is 380 millimeters. If we look now at our lovely enemy team, you will notice there's a Shikishima. Okay, can smash Yoshino as well. Libertad, you can angle in Yoshino, you can't angle in Azuma. Oregon, you can't angle in both. Prince Ruprecht, you cannot angle in Azuma, but in Yoshino. So what I mean is, you pretty much, unless there is a 380 battleship, you're guaranteed to be overmatched on the entire ship. Which with Yoshino, 2 out of 4 BBs couldn't do that right now in the middle. That is the biggest difference, what I don't like to Yoshino. Then on top we have a bit less HP, we don't have torpedoes, we have less consistent guns. And we have also a bit less, accuracy. The ship is not bad, don't get me wrong, the guns are not bad. The ship is pretty bad. The guns are amazing on this ship, if they hit. They have good fire chance, good damage, they are also good in the AP. But you just don't ever want to really get hit in this ship. And that's the problem. It forces you to play so passive. And at no point of the game really, unless there's no BB left, you can push with this. While with Yoshino you could think about sometimes pushing. This thing, no. Big no. So what you tend to do here is you just be at the back line and yeah, palm them down with force DCPs with your AP, HE, and occasionally get some nice AP volleys done as well. But this thing is not really good, unfortunately. One advantage it has over Yoshino though is it's a tier 9 premium, so you will earn more money with it. Although, to be fair, that's only true if you perform in the ship. And in Yoshino it's far easier to perform in my opinion, so technically it's not even that big of a deal. Good. Yamagiri inted, that's good for us. We're still gonna stay here in the second line. We can't really push. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna force a lot of damage on that Ruprecht. I switched on Ruprecht and not on Clausewitz because Ruprecht is committed. Clausewitz is kiting away, but Ruprecht is committed. So you want to focus the Ruprecht in this scenario. But yeah, to summarize it, with Azuma you want to play extremely defensive. It can dish out some damage, I'm not denying it, but again, you need to be on the very passive side. I also, if you notice on my build, it's only 90 point cap, that's why it looks a bit different. I have Eye on the Sky as a skill, so we can utilize the spotter plane for even more range. Oh, he didn't turn away? Okay. And we're just gonna keep forcing AP and HE now on him. I thought he would turn away, that's why I switched to AP. For now we're gonna use the smoke screen of the dead Yamagiri to not be spotted here. And we keep farming the Ruprecht. Okay, is he now opening up fully? Yeah, I think we can switch to AP now. Put another fire, great. Very good shot by the Cecilia. And now, if everything goes according to plan, we should get the kill. Even if he turns away like this, this should be pens. And we got Ruprecht, nice. Now against cruisers is a bit differently. There we have more than enough armor. Although they can just HG spam on us as well and out TPM us. Like the Clausewitz could out TPM us. Not at this point anymore though, because he's rather low. And we're also gonna switch now to AP, finishing him off. Oh, my team. Oh, my team, good. The flank got cleared. A-cap is still not contested. Our Shimakaze could cap A now though. And we can finally turn in and push a bit upwards. As you can see, it's not the most pleasant gameplay you have with this ship. But again, you can play it effective. But you don't have utility. You need to play it most of the time passive. And I just don't like it. I think Yoshino is far better because you can play it more aggressive. Despite being pretty much the same ship in a lot of ways. You wouldn't think 3mm of armor would make such a difference, but they really do. But again, if you want the damage farmer on a backline, Azuma is still a good ship. I'm not denying that, but I really don't like it. I think Yoshino is far better. And also, one thing that's extremely frustrating, as soon as the enemy team kites and you need to push into them, it's gonna be nearly impossible to be effective, because you're just gonna get smashed by battleships. You're just gonna get absolutely dunked on by the battleship players if they have the opportunity to kite. Luckily, our team cleared this flank very well with us, and we have all caps under control, so the people need to push into us. Unless they kite now away as well, and just want to lose the game, which is always a possibility with this player base. But we're now going to use our spotter plane and just farm down the Shikishima a bit. Or switch to the Libertad. Also, I'm gonna do something you're probably not gonna see a lot in an Azuma, but I'm actually gonna cap, because the cap is completely empty. I'm actually gonna go into the cap, and I might even rush into B and stop whoever is capping there. We'll see about that. Also, in these ranges, you want to just spam HG on battleships. Even if the AP is not bad, you don't really want to bother with it. As the HG is far more consistent. Plus, we have a really good fire chance of 30%. Come on, you want to move forward again, right? But that guy DCP'd one fire, interesting. The classic battleship move, DCPing one fire. Some things will never change about the warships. Oh, there we have the first battleship AP coming towards us. And... yep. That is 30k gone. And there's nothing I can really do about it besides trying to dodge. Also very unlucky the CV is coming to spot us. I don't like that. That means Libertad is gonna get a shot on us as well. I can't turn into him because then I'm showing broadside to Shikishima. What I'm trying to use now is the islands, so I can pretty much shoot without being detected. Problem is, whenever the eagle arrives here, it's impossible to be dark due to plane spotting. I mean, our Shima should be able to stop that Libertad, to be honest. Okay, good. Goliath is coming in again. We're gonna switch to AP. Maybe you can get a broadside shot on Goliath. I'm still not gonna touch the cap, it's too risky.
Let's turn this target into past tense.
That was a good hit on Goliath. 10k, nice. Yay.
Help.
He shot, we can shoot him. We're gonna have the broadside of Goliath soon. Gotta watch out about Oregon as well here. I don't know if I can... Nah, he's twaggled. We're gonna shoot Chicky again. Oh. That was not really good, to be fair. But yeah, now we're just gonna shoot the Shiki. If he decides to shoot us instead of Cecilia, it's gonna hurt like a truck. So I'm preemptively already healing a bit. But luckily he's going for the Cecilia for whatever reason. Also gotta watch out about that Oregon. Yeah, the Oregon switched on me. Ow. The Shikishima is still going for the Cecilia. Very nice. We're slowly in a distance where we could potentially Citadel the Shiki. But he's turning now fully in, so that's not gonna work either. Man, that Shikishima is so tunnel vision. He's not even bothering with me. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna finish off that Goliath. And then we already angle away against Oregon. And the game is over, never mind. But yeah, as you can see, you're very limited in your engagements. Also, I could have been probably low HP to that if the Shikishima at that point of the game decided to go for me. So it's a damage farmer. It's nothing really else in the end. And yes, sometimes you can get important volleys in, but I just hate the fact that you're very limited in your pushing capabilities. Like, now people would say, but yeah, there's a lot of light cruisers that have way less armor than Azuma. Why can't I push with them? The reason is simple. You have far better concealment, and you also have far better maneuverability. Meanwhile, this thing is longer than some battleships. This thing is massive. This thing is big. It is pretty fast, and it's also quite maneuverable for its size. But it's still far easier to hit than any light cruiser on tier 9. Not to mention that you don't have good arcs to lob over islands as well. So yeah, that is Azuma for you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this battle still. And see you next time, you channelers, and out.